OCP fertilizers abedwa so be so ye kuani a ye kua fia kese kanete to no kua na wo ye no afi na oba be ye kua pa if say OCP fertilizer wo de kwa kopeto mfudie de nso ntino ebe so doso se wo do mo se wo do bru se wo do bayire se wo do ntu se wo do meku de wo dia bia no abusua hwese wo de OCP fertilizers be pete so ebe so doso e de ama na wasase no enkoye ne kakraka na be kire dodo a wo benya wo de OCP apete so nko de asase ni swase mensem kra kese bag ne boto akese a obeti atwa no enya asem ketwa asase no so eyabuom anasa botem kra na uye wafuo no a wo de fa OCP pete so na wa obesresa amenije abafie baby atonto agrochemicals ne manyina abusia OCP fertilizers ubenya bi ato Ghana fa na nyina for 055590 9437 0555909437 and at 0555909433 0555909433 na ene emmo enkomowo emfa OCP fertilizers ho omo ene ma me vemu a anope ba bia wo bia ne yetimi aba na yaba besomwo mede edi na ya abo amale bia boga yenye brena finsam no ne mobrodo ntwe yenkotutu na srane abasa emfa emamo yademo shas ye de free man penin na Danko Akufo-Addo na tena ye na ochiba PSA ede kokobo akọ ede ama eye amanyoko ahodo ni nyina sese de sa woka wonsa kono sa nanum nsia aka nefu akakra bi kese aka nefu makomako aduotwe enwoche 88 days na Ghana-fo ye bobo ehunu yakwa akoto ba akwa yi mampeni fofora obehwe omayi so nsie nan na afemrase edwafo so a wo mo ebehye mra papa omrase edwafiem ama oman na fa na ya pese ene na degedon papa bi efra na Ghana mampeni etu amanyoko ahodo no fo se abanese yetu wi a enye wo mu adwuma enye MPP ni NDC fo mo adwuma ene so mba betena TV so na so mba gina radio so aba bebo abanese ye ne edi first ye ena we na wie nipa Ghana tumi Ghana mra ama no ho kwan se on di se adwuma no electoral commission mpenimfo nti osre MPP ni NDC ene amanyoko ahodo ni nyina se enye wo mu adwuma se yeto aba no wi a omo ene ba be gina radio so ne TV so abebo body we di first ene de wawie Ghana lawyer fo nyina nhie mu a ekoso kumase abonten so na mampeni na Danko Akufo-Addo sansem yetudwa.
Electoral Commission, as the body charged with overseeing the electoral process, has a critical role to play. It should act with impartiality, independence, and integrity, ensuring that the process is fair to all parties and that the results reflect the true will of the people. The Commission should also ensure that all logistical arrangements are in place to facilitate a smooth voting process, and that any disputes that arise are handled expeditiously and transparently. It is imperative that the Electoral Commission remains the sole authority responsible for declaring election results to preserve the integrity and credibility of the electoral process. Political parties must refrain from declaring results before the Electoral Commission does so, as this could lead to confusion, misinformation, and even potential conflict. The EC's role as an impartial and independent body
observe nti mampeni na Danko Akufo-Addo ne yete ne nkani nyina ye Ghana lawyer fo eku siemu a ekoso kumase abonten so no de sansem yetudwa osre MPP ne NDC fo no se we du omumpo mo ba bintina ye electoral commission na Ghana amamra constitution amamra ne nchiama no ema omutumi a omo etimi ekire de wadi first ye ede de wawie e wa abatom nti afia abato no hwe no manfo mo ne na anko kra eno no ka ho bi beboa amasumdwe aba ye so na sanhye mu kro ya na Ghana Bar Association Ghana lawyer for nyina omo ekubata ni titire ni awoda no lawyer yaw champon boafo e de adesre eto mampeni na Danko Akufo-Addo anim se waye bi pa titiru e free education free SHS na ode ba ye no a kese nam so man koda mpempem ekire mpempem anya kwan eko secondary school no se mampeni na Danko Akufo-Addo waye bi a osaba so bonemom de ombesre no ene se kamampe mampanin tiasie na nke enye nhyehyeye na enkwala no a womo ema menem no womo papa no ye sikafo no enkomo de nke ema kwan na nka omo enkotua school fees sense ye beka se sikafo ne hiafo manyira enko school free wabra ne maame ne papa no ahyada so a ombetimetua kra mebi aka eye hiafo ema no lawyer Champon boafo a we titire ni Ghana lawyer fo nyina kubatan Ghana Bar Association anose president nsemo a wode tudwa enrada ewo womo enchiemu no ase eni.
It has been a common theme that runs through an overwhelming majority of my public speeches as national president of the GBA. There is good reason for that. One of utmost importance and very dear to me is the funding for and allocation for the running of the public school system, SITOS, especially at the basic level and general quality of education offered within our public school system. It is certain that pupils who attend SITO are from poor and deprived backgrounds. The clear abandonment of the SITO schools reinforced the notion that our democratic experience under the First Republic is becoming one of elite freeloading. To invest in infrastructure in grade A senior high schools, where the children of the elite make up the highest intake, to the detriment of investing in SITOs can never be justified. The chasm that exists between our public basic schools and that of our public senior high schools should be a blot on our collective conscience as a nation. While I concede that the free SHS is very good and revolutionary, however, equal attention must be given to basic education at the public schools to ensure that they are not left behind.
Observant we a lawyer Champon boafo we president of the Ghana Bar Association and no ye Ghana lawyer fo nyina ekubata wo mu eku kese president ye kase Ghana Bar Association enye twobafo a anase bia bafo we Ghana lawyer fo nyina wo mu ekubata kese enhiemu na ekoso kumase abonten so a wo mu president lawyer ya boafo e decide sire we eto mampeni na adodan kwakufu ado animu no na abusia ode na desire to mampeni akufu ado anim ewieye no mampeni so ebeyi na no edetu nanim se ne susuye ne de enke ye pa nanso ono susu beyi na no se sa na tie se yese ye woni pa bia omode omu nsem obie na omoma ekofri esechesiri bi na chese enye yi ana se emwa ene ne esikafo no mfo omoma enko private schools no a womo ewo secondary schools no na nke hiafo ma no womo enko prempe college ne ya santua ne opoku ware no ene St. Louis ne otinim no ke make hiafo no ma no enko honom na sikafo no mum emfa omo ema ne enko private schools no a womo ewo secondary school no se afi se eno no momo ebebo a enka eye pa mampeni na nado dan kwa kufuado se ne usi eyi Ghana lawyer fo no ano ewo mu nhyiemu ase kumase enra no enti no.
So say, let me express before I sit down my difference with the president of the bar on one critical issue. People who can afford to pay fees for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools, that is schools funded by the taxpayer, should be free to all who would otherwise be unable to pay for their education. That is why the numbers of pupils who have access to secondary education has doubled since the introduction of the free senior high school policy. And that over 5.7 million persons have benefited from the policy since its inception.
For remeda ni ranwa ne senu mampeni na nado dan kwaku fado ni yete ne nke ni nyina eye Ghana lawyer fo nyina wo mu kubatan no nhyiemu a ekoso kumase abonten so kwame nkromasi aponimo na Ghana Bar Association president lawyer ya boafo ereto mampeni na nado dan kwaku fado anim sese nke be ya enka omo ema kwan na nke sikafo ma no enko mo ko secondary school a yemo mo entue school fees na nke hiafo ma no enko ne free na mampeni esoso eyi na no se ne sika no for moma no enko private school international no a ya no mo ko friki kindergarten de eba no anko mo nko na ke hiafo no enko prempe college ne ya Santoa ne St Louis no nka asem mfa na asem enko enti wei eye no so nkomo foforo a ahyase ye ne die kire ye be fra to bia no ye mfa enkame mo ye to aso ne de ma konsem foforum krobia sante kotoko hene opem so se tutu otoso mienu danso tipe so da ye pa de adesre ne afutu eko de amaga ma de hye nyina se eye adwumaku a ye from Sequoia Research and Manufacturing Company Limited ya womo Edequoia FX no ene no pia badwa so no womo enro no eye nura ye gidia eye ntebe ya kese wiase nyina ye ntwe ye ni enhwe na nke ye so wura nasenum na ye moa no na ontime entre na hyem entre ne nsem enye adwuma no ma enko wiase afa na nyina otufo chiame bafo osei kwa mekenten krichi ene de sansemi tudwa ema krobia sante kotoko hini
se Ghana se baba no etwere ne afese nuro no nga man se be nuro nke kra no amano ne ebo manika no to so beti se re ni di se be ebo na chi ye pa chira no so wo sa nim die no dia onjire no ho na de so ye sibiri bo Ghana man nyina fa gemwa ti menum memre nyina na yiru afese de no bit ma ye dia bo Ghana man ti ne be si twa bu ko kepko so no yiru so be fa aba hwe na no so djuma wo ye no ha enti na ba ya na yero be hwe adwuma no se na ekro bi se be we hiamoa bi na kotoko hene bituma boa no a to bo be se wo shira do no dada nso bia na ho akade se de chire ba no se be otima boa no edro no kwa se bo nyama hakwade ready ka na se o me hwe se be obituma be yebu wo asanteman mu na no so abeboa na etima trako esrim achiri no ha enti na yero ba ya oba be hwe sadanka na chikura se dia be kwa be no faso ye se be nuro no mfide be na se be famu ti me ma adoni ye ko jin
Abzafo tuwe ayo tu focha me ba for ose kwa mekenten krichi ena yetene nkene no achire na Professor Samuel Ato Dankana wono ene Edequoia Research and Manufacturing Company Limited ya no esoso ede ensem kakra eto krobia sante kotoko ehne enimamra okosra no mfimfi mantem
fighting viruses and a broad consumer a treaty cancer where and research and manufacturing company limited as a do one a little documentary about it that will bring you team the research now in say when kuma met me after chicken over $20 billion every year away and there BBC otufo na so say ehwehwe bia na wo say ye kwesi bread we baby be met me aboa Ghana no the scene na so
Abzafo ntiwe ye Professor Samuel Ato Duncan ene yetene nke we ye mra krobia sante kotoko ene koye kokosra no ewo mfimfi mantemu ena odena desre ene nsem eto otumfo enimu na fe yemfa monko amanyosemo enra electoral commission impedimfo aboboa no nekese ese woni nsese ye ka kire wo amanyuko awdo ni nyina obia de twi ede ne nkrata kwa koma bato commission impedimfo ni nyina eyese bemra kakra ni ene electoral commission impedimfo ebie muto no mo so obi bia ope president edie no bro matna ye ne kofa nkrata wo fa nkrata no susu wi a na kese ensembusa won nkrata no so no na wayiyi anu wi a ebreso a na kese odi ama electoral commission impedimfo na enra ede besi enne ede ekoi ena wasamanyuko ahodo no mokofa nkrata nyina no also mu nyina ede omo nkrata ekoma electoral commission impedimfo na enra vice president Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ene ade achi anopa no a electoral commission impedimfo oma mi omo office nimpo no ne dom ejino maboboa no a omo ede nkrata ekoye na ma me Jade Mensa bato commission penimpa ede tudwase omo ebeye ntotoye nkrata no omo de aba nyese bi omo de aba ne saa no magene saa omo ebefio mani ahwem na bebia mfumso bi asoso no omo betwe omo adwene seso na se wo si eyi ufrimu a na eyi wafrimu a me Jade Mensa nsemo a wode tudwane.
This morning we are here to kickstart one of the most important processes in the lead up to the 2024 general elections. Indeed, without this process, the Commission cannot run the election. And here I'm referring to the filing of nominations by presidential candidates who are seeking to contest the 2024 presidential election. Regulation 7 of CI 127 enjoins a presidential candidate to complete and sign 4 copies of the nomination forms.
Observe nti we ma me Jane Mensa wono ene da Ghana abato commissioner no ena yetini nkene no akiri Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ade ne nkrata ma no no wono soso ede nsem kakra eto nanim.
All this, I believe, is in God's plans. Nothing really happens just by chance. I believe in life, the things that we do are ordered by God Almighty. And so I want to thank God Almighty for this morning, for the opportunity. And for me, it is personally a very historic opportunity to submit these forms for the fair.
Observe nti we Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ne yetene kan we yamra na odine domo ani moden omo nkrata akwa electoral commission mpenimfo ewo mo atena ye kesim ewo enkrapompedemanta mu no de sansem etudwa na enra enya Vice President ne MPP amanyuku no nko na de omo nkrata ekoma abato commission na mpenimfo NDC amanyuku esoso eko ewia be no bienunum na NDC amanyuku mpenimfo ekoye ora Johnson esiedu nketia we national chairman de NDC amanyuku no na ekusi kanema mpeni dada John Dramani Mahama ene ne mpenimfo anemo eden krata na koma electoral commission mpenimfo na Ra Johnson esiedu nketia ne NDC mpenimfo ekro no omo ensemu a omo edito electoral commission mpenimfo enim kakra eni
is in the air. Sure. And so we just thank you very much all Ghanaians for their support so far. From our rounds, there are all indications that change is in the air. Sure. And so we just crave your indulgence to secure the peace of the country before, during, and after the elections. We wish to urge the Commission to also play their role as a neutral umpire. We have concerns about the process so far, and I believe we are engaging, and that is the purpose of the engagement, so that we can get mutual conclusions that are acceptable to everybody. But we are not going to sleep over our rights at all getting into these elections.
Observe we Ra Johnson esiedu nketia oye national chairman de NDC amanyuku no ne yetene nkana na anso anu ache no woti ansɛmtwɛfo na so se de niema kika kono a electoral commission mpenimfo ye tintintirinti a omo se voters register no ensamanfo na agimu aboso no a omo mpɛ ho asɛm enka no omo de ene na wotwe pepepe omo atiesi montene se NDC amanyuku ne Ghanafo no ma ye kyerɛ de atwewiase nyina adwene de akɔ de ekoso wo mayimu no se so ma mpɛ bibi anka nche electoral commission for na giwo mu a eno bi anfa sobo ankobo bia Ra Johnson esiedu nketia.
You, the media people, were with some of our people who intercepted and retrieved one of the stolen BVDs. So far, we don't have any response. We don't have any feedback as to how the progress is being made on the case involving those who allegedly have been arrested here at your commission and so on. This all generates some amount of, cloud suspicion and all that. And so those of you who have been asking us, if they don't comply, what would you do? This is your answer. On the 17th of this month, the NDC is embarking on
for national chairman the man this Amanyukunura Johnson and Sedun Ketia and Yetin Ke we amra na je so modo mon krata akwa koma electoral commission mpanimfo awie na otian semtwe for na so se ne na wotwe pepepe omo etiesi montene so my Ghana ni intrudo ene ni ntwe asaso na omo ayeye kire de eti electoral commission no owura na kwa me bedi akododo na sarmane se cheda ono so so nra wode ne nkrata koi na manfo busa no se na hwan ene ye ni tua pamu running mate no yi hwan nie no se amanfo nsi abotere wode kaka motobi ne bi akata nanim na nchi bia obeyi amamanfo hu ne running mate.
Thank Ghanaians and thank all of you for even witness this moment, but it's a historic moment. It's the first time people of our generation has stepped forward to be a part of this national governance. And I thank God to be one of the people who have started this whole movement, making sure that people of our age, people that belong to the youth sector, finally are part of this movement and national governance of this country. The campaign is good.
Observe for na kwame bedi akon na yetene nken dodo na sarmane se cheda enra ono so de nkrata koma electoral commission mpanimfo ye nyina we so na no pay ensemo e papa no de babesom no yemfom nsia se ne ensore ema man hene sa so ntena se bio emfa ade ache bia dwumadi entwaso aseda enkoma OCP asagrasa no fertilizer papa ene be bia befa bia eno ano bia de pitine mfudie so na amane no baye na so do so e de amane no be bia ya tonto agrochemicals ne manyina mesesa wodo aburu wodo mom ya wodua bia no fa OCP epete so wasase no se densa abo kra no abom na wodua no a wode fa pete so be so do so pa amache se nigye abefi de amount be bia tonto agrochemicals ne manyina obenya bi ato 05559094 370555909437 from na yensa dodo no amfamro be bia wo bia medin ade na ya abo amale bia boga no pay akosia so mo na chinchin fidie ndi maame one eye ku safo kantanka ya ma wa chie bia anopay so